Namaste. I am the Queen of Cups, Montreal. This week's reading features the Moonology deck and is meant to help you inform your new moon intentions and plan your rituals. At this point, I invite you to pick the deck or crystal which resonates strongest for you. In the video description, you will find links for my spiritual services, my Etsy store for healing crystals, and my social media. You will also find timestamps for your chosen reading, which you can use to navigate the video. Thank you for joining me. Please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications for future readings. As always, love all and harm none. This includes yourself. Namaste, Apatite group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this is your reading for the new moon on February 11th. My hope is it will help you set your intentions, rituals, and goals for the new moon ahead. Position number one is what spiritual messages are emerging for you? What is the spiritual message you can work into your goals or the intentions you set for this full moon in Aquarius? This card says, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. And I feel like you should focus this month, this new moon rather, on accepting love, on being receptive to the love of the universe and those around you. And when you move with love and think with love and frame your perspective in love, ask yourself, am I framing my life in love? Am I moving with love? You will be guided back to the light. You will find your light. So Spirit is trying to send you a message of love and hope, letting you know you're loved and you are meant to flow with love, giving and receiving. A lot of us focus with receiving love, and not giving it, because I know there's a lot of lovable people out there in my Apatite group and in my viewers, but we struggle with receiving it. And the universe's spiritual message to you right now is to be willing to receive these messages. How to better balance your emotions or find emotional balance in your life. Bring love into the situation. So this message is coming through loud and clear at this point, right? Bring love into the situation. This is new moon in Aquarius. How fitting. I feel like the more you're able to love yourself, flow with the energy of love, connect to the love of the universe, the better you'll be able to balance your emotions, keeping negativity at bay, working through your emotions and that negativity and that pain, or just bringing balance and harmony to your emotional body. In what areas should the Apatite group welcome change? In what areas can you welcome a little bit more change in your life? New moon in Leo. I feel like a little bit of confidence will do you a lot of good. There's a difference between ego and spiritual confidence, and I feel like have confidence in your beauty and your strength and your wisdom and your tenacity. Leo is governed by the heart chakra, and once again this brings you back to the message of love, Apatite group. So I do feel like focus on what issues of self-worth, self-confidence, self-acceptance. This is an area in which you can really grow, and it's time for you to grow, and it's time for you to flourish, and you could use a little bit of change in that arena. What knowledge do you need for framing a ritual around your goals for this lunar cycle, or setting your intentions for this lunar cycle? What knowledge do you need in order to manifest the best for this coming lunar cycle or coming 28 days? I feel like here we have the new moon in Libra. This card says a new romantic cycle begins, but I feel like with this new moon in energy, I feel like you need to understand, for some of you it will be a new romantic cycle in your partnerships, or as a single person you may become attached, but I feel for a lot of people it's that Libra energy, setting the intention for harmony and love, that Venusian energy, that Venus energy of love and harmony and unity. Go forward with an understanding that's what you want to attract, that's what you want to draw. Frame your rituals around drawing that kind of energy. The energy that you want to manifest here is unity, harmony, and love. And it's pretty apparent in this reading. Now, what positivity can come from this lunar cycle, from the next 28 days, from your new moon intentions? Answers are coming. I feel like you've been waiting for some answers, maybe from within or for someone you care about, friend, family, romance. I feel like answers are definitely coming. So when you work through all this loving energy and learn how to channel love better, love yourself better, and flow with unity and harmony, I feel like an answer is going to come. Conclusions are within reach. Something's going to be revealed. Something's going to come to the light. Maybe that special person is going to tell you how they feel. So I do feel like this is a very somewhat relational but very love-based reading for the Apatite group. I'm going to summarize. What spiritual messages are emerging? The universe wants you to let love lead the way. Let love be the guide. How to balance your emotions? Love yourself, love others. Back to position number 1, let love be the guide. Where should I welcome more change? Self-worth, self-love, work on the heart chakra, open yourself to self-forgiveness, and be able to extend it outward. Something tells me that most of my Apatite group doesn't have trouble extending it outward. It's receiving it that's the trouble. And then we have, in order to, what knowledge do you need for this coming lunar cycle or these rituals? I feel like a new romantic cycle will begin for some of you. So your relationships or your single life is going to take a new turn, new relationships or healing relationships. But for a lot of you, I just feel that you need to start vibrating with the spirit of unity, collaboration, togetherness. I feel like that will greatly inform your rituals and your intentions for the new moon. What positivity come? I feel like answers are coming. I feel like somebody's going to say something important to you. You might reveal something to yourself, important information from yourself, from spirit. I do feel like something's going to be revealed. So expect a message from somebody, or communication, or some sort of special words from somebody, or even a revelation or insight about yourself. You guys, for this, I would recommend rose quartz, rhodonite, Amazonite. Really work on your heart chakra, get it wide open in order to really manifest the best with this new moon. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I sincerely hope you receive it today, and I look forward to seeing you next Saturday for an extended reading and next Wednesday for a mini love reading. Namaste, guys. Namaste, Calcite group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this reading is about the new moon on the 11th. My hope is that it'll help you form your intentions, your rituals, or your goals for the lunar cycle ahead. Position number 1 is what spiritual messages are emerging? What messages from spirit are they trying to get to you? Is spirit trying to get to you? This card says, the moment I embrace the peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So spirit is saying, relax, release, flow with the energy, stop resisting the energy. I feel like you're supposed to go inward for this lunar cycle. This next 28 days, I feel like you should embrace the peace within, work on meditation, stilling yourself, communing with spirit, communing with ancestors, really finding peace and tranquility and building a ritual space and a sacred space within yourself, a temple of solitude and reflection and serenity within. So position number 2 is, how do you balance your emotions? Maybe you want to set some goals this new moon about better balance and harmony with your emotions, healing, emotional healing. How do you balance your emotions? I feel like this card says step outside your comfort zone. So I feel like maybe you've gotten stuck in a little bit of a rut, which is making you feel frustrated, which is making you feel a little bit stagnant or stuck, and that's creating a blockage in your emotional body. Stagnation, negativity, cloudiness in your emotional body. So I feel like the best way to balance your emotions is to shake up your energy, renew your energy. You might want to get an energy healing. I do those. You might want to get a tarot reading about ways to revitalize yourself. You might want to flow with the spirit of air under the Aquarian moon. But either way, you need to switch things up, step outside of your comfort zone, and revitalize your energy. Position number 3 is, where should I welcome change? In what areas could you benefit from a little bit of change and newness? Already, I feel like energetically you have to step outside your comfort zone and invite change in how you're just doing things, and how you're taking care of your needs, and how you're taking care of your energy in order to balance your emotions. But what else can Spirit tell us here? Ooh, you need change in working through your fears. How can you welcome change? Is working through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Let the darkness come to light. Do some shadow work. Get a tarot reading and communicate with your higher self. Speak to your guides. Something needs to be worked through. Fear, anxiety, worry, chronic stress. I feel like you're being called to really examine that and work through it in a different way, or just begin working through it. Maybe you haven't done some of that work in a while. I feel like under this new moon is a great time to set the intention to do that. What knowledge do you need towards accomplishing your goals, accomplishing growth for this lunar cycle and under this Aquarian new moon? So here it says a fiery climax approaches. This is full moon in Aries. I feel like something's going to come to fruition. Something's going to manifest with the ram here. I feel that prepare for manifestation. In terms of a new moon ritual, this is about manifesting change, manifesting relationship, manifesting whatever you want to manifest. But I feel like it's about really focusing on your manifestation work. So attraction, drawing, what do you want to see out in the universe, out in the world? If you're working through your fears, what tangible changes do you want to see in your behavior or your life to represent that? So it's about, I know I'm going to say this word again, you're going to get frustrated. It's about manifestation. So creating something. If you set an intention to step outside of your emotional comfort zone or stir up your energy, then what does that look like? What are the tangible benchmarks of you accomplishing that? Focus on that. For those who like to do magic, earth magic, or ritual magic, focus on what you can manifest as well. So position number 5, sorry, I blanked on you. Position number 5 is, what positivity can come once you work through this energy for the new moon? I feel like you're going to build momentum. You're building towards something, and that's why the word manifestation, don't kill me, I know I just said it again. The word manifestation is so important here, because you're building to some sort of tangible change, growth, development. You're building towards something big. You're gaining momentum in your energetic process. So what would I recommend? Under this new moon, given this energy, I want you to work on something you've been working on for some time. I want you to focus on how you can manifest this thing to the end and in the best ability possible. So I'm going to summarize. The spiritual message you're going to receive is that you need to surrender. Surrender to the outcome of the universe, that the universe decides. Find peace, embrace your peace, create an inner temple inside. Position number 2, balance your emotions. Step outside your comfort zone. I think you've been in a safe place or playing it safe emotionally for too long. Be willing to work through those fears and channel some of that shadow energy. Welcome change in this area. Allow yourself to work through your healing and change in the areas you need to. And finally, what knowledge do you need going forward is that something's going to manifest, something tangible, something real. Work on your manifestation. What do you want to see come through for you and your growth and your change in your relationships? Focus on that for this lunar cycle. Focus on that for your new moon rituals. Because the positivity that can come from that is that you're building on a previous energy. You're building on your hard work. Your hard work will come to fruition. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I sincerely hope you received it today. I look forward to seeing you next Saturday for an extended reading, and next Wednesday for a mini love reading. Namaste, guys. Namaste, Fluorite group. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned, this is your reading for the new moon on the 11th, helping to inform your intentions, your rituals for the new moon and for the lunar cycle ahead. Position number 1 is what spiritual messages are emerging at this time? What does Spirit want you to know? And I do shuffle these cards beforehand. I like to add a little more energy now that we're together. Oneness is my true nature. Can you see that, guys? Oneness is my true nature. So I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to a place, or guiding you to a place of completion, of oneness, of unity, of harmony. Interestingly enough, this has been similar for the Calcite and the Apatite group, of this unity, of this harmony. But it makes sense given that air signs are closely related to Venus energy, and Venus is a planet of unity and togetherness and harmony. So Spirit is trying to tell you oneness is your true nature, completion and fulfillment and wholeness. And sometimes due to trauma or hurt, heartache, we kind of lose pieces of ourselves along the way, and it's up to us to heal them and recover them and to make ourselves whole again. How to balance your emotions. In what ways can you serve to better balance your emotions, or how can you go about doing this process? Release, release, release. So it's interesting. In one respect, Spirit's telling you to make yourself whole. And the other, the message from Spirit here is release. But it makes perfect sense, because when you're holding on to negativity, other people's junk, other people's baggage, you can't be whole in yourself, because you're letting them occupy too much space. They're occupying too much space. So definitely, to balance your emotions, work on release, core cutting, energy cleansing, ritual baths. Smudge your aura, go to a Reiki healer or an energy worker such as myself to really help facilitate that process of release. No one can do it for you, but there's definitely some good practitioners that can help jumpstart the process. Message me if you'd like to find out more about that. Where should you welcome change in your life, Fluorite group? Yeah, I feel like this is a common theme here for your reading. This is the South Node, and it says, don't let your past hold you back. And I do feel like there's going to be some trauma recoverers out there, some survivors of heartache, of trauma, maybe of childhood issues, or just emotional heaviness, or just sometimes when you run across paths with a narcissist. So I do feel like my Fluorite group, maybe I'm speaking to just a few of you, but I feel like there's something here that needs to be healing, and the area in which you need change is to move on from the past. Your trauma and your hurt is not your fault. I wish I could say that a million times through a megaphone, but you can empower yourself by healing it and letting it go. What knowledge do you need for realizing your goals this lunar cycle, or planning your rituals, or setting your intention under the new moon in Aquarius? Whatever it is, strike out. This is the cardinal moon. Whatever it is, strike out. Be bold and make the first move. So this is another issue of empowerment, of strength, of resolution. Have confidence in yourself. Let Spirit lead you, and understand that you know what's best for you. You know what you need, and you know what is absolutely best for you. So whatever it is, strike out and move forward towards it boldly. I feel like, what knowledge do you need? That you can be the one to enact change in your life. You don't need them to ask for an apology. You don't need them to be healed. You don't need them to be growing. What's in the past is the past. Maybe they'll never change. My hope is that they will, but maybe they never will. You can be the one, regardless of what other people do, that steps out in your own healing and growth. And finally, what positivity will come from this new moon, from this next lunar phase of 28 days? What positivity can come? You get a fresh start. You get a new beginning. I feel like you've been needing this for a long time. You've been needing to feel whole and grounded and healed. And I'm so excited for you, Fluorite group. I feel like maybe some of you out there have been going through something for a long time, have been struggling for a long time. Now is your moment. Heal with this new moon energy. Heal with the Aquarian energy of the new moon. Heal with this new beginning, this new year, this fresh start. A new start is coming for you. So, what message does Spirit want you to know? That oneness is your true nature. You're meant to be whole. You're meant to be happy. You're meant to be fulfilled. Suffering is not your intended state. Hurt and sadness is not your intended state. You need to release anything that's holding you back from balancing your emotions and achieving emotional healing and emotional peace. So welcome change in your life in the areas that hold you back. Don't let the past hold you back. Welcome change. Welcome new beginnings. Be open. Be receptive of new beginnings and new opportunities. And the new moon is a great time for that. Above all, just know that regardless of what the people you've left in the past or the situations or the circumstances, you are always empowered to step out and live your healing and achieve your healing and seek your healing. You can do this on your own. I hope you don't have to, but if you need to, you can. You're stronger than you think. Because in the end, you will and you can foster a new beginning under this new moon in Aquarius. And in the next 28 days of this lunar cycle, I hope that you do. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I sincerely hope you received it today. I look forward to seeing you Saturday for a extended reading such as this one, and Wednesday for a mini love reading. Namaste, guys.